Both Pumpkin's family and fans were getting a little impatient as she crossed the due date. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. However, Mama June's daughter has finally welcomed her baby boy Bentley Jameson into this world. The reality TV star took to social media to reveal the good news. As the mother of two added another member to her family, fans could see them surrounded by some of their loved ones. Let's take a look. Pumpkin and Joshua named their little boy Bentley. The gender reveal came with a wonderful surprise for the family. Up to this point, they usually had girls in the family. However, this time, they all were ecstatic to know that the new addition in Mama June's family is going to be a baby boy. Pumpkin baked a cake, filling the inside with food coloring for the gender reveal. Pumpkin herself broke the news of welcoming the baby into this world on her Instagram handle. There's an adorable picture of Josh looking at their son with the most loving look. Alongside a cute picture of the little boy, the young mother revealed that her baby boy made his debut after she got admitted last night into the hospital. And the baby is all fine and healthy, weighing 7 pounds 10 ounces. The sisters are still trying to forgive Mama June. Mama June's substance addiction has turned out to be quite burdensome for her daughters. In fact, things went so downhill at a point, the sisters were having a great deal of difficulty forgiving their mom. In an interview with The Sun, Pumpkin revealed that besides substance abuse, her mother had another problem, which is an addiction to Gino. According to her, he was bad for Mama June. However, on Pumpkin's baby shower, the mother reunited with all of her 4 daughters for the very first time after a while. It looks like forgiveness came along when Pumpkin appreciated Mama June's progress in a heartfelt note on Instagram. She also praised her for being an amazing grandma to the kids. Mama June, Honey Boo Boo, felt anxious about Pumpkin's second baby. In an interview with People, Pumpkin revealed that even though the pregnancy was a surprise, they were neither trying to have a baby nor preventing it. At one point, she even thought that Ella would be her only child. She wasn't on birth control for a year and a half, even though she used it sometime before. Pumpkin revealed that Honey Boo Boo was actually a little anxious about her sister's second pregnancy. Even though she was excited, Pumpkin felt that Ella thought of herself as a burden. However, it looks like Pumpkin will continue to take care of her little sister as she used to. We can certainly hope that the addition of this new member could possibly bring the entire family a lot closer than they were before. As for Honey Boo Boo, it still seems like Pumpkin won't treat her any differently just because she had another baby. She feels that Honey Boo Boo wants them to move on in life, but for the loving big sister, she could be far from being a burden. How do you think the newest addition to the family will change their lives? Let us know in the comments below. Lauren Pumpkin Ifford paced the cozy living room of her modest home in Georgia, feeling a mix of excitement and nerves. The late afternoon sun filtered through the curtains, casting a warm glow on the baby blue walls adorned with family photos and mementos. Today was the day she had been eagerly awaiting, the birth of her baby boy. The journey to this moment had been anything but smooth. As the daughter of Mama June Shannon, Pumpkin's life had been a roller coaster of highs and lows, often played out in the public eye. Yet through it all, she had managed to carve out her own path, building a life with her husband, Josh, and their young daughter, Ella Grace. Pumpkin glanced over at Josh, who was busy assembling the last of the nursery furniture. He looked up and smiled, sensing her anxiety. "Almost done, babe," he said reassuringly. "Just a few more screws." Ella, a bundle of energy at 3 years old, darted around the room, clutching her favorite stuffed animal. "Mommy, when is the baby coming?" she asked for the 100th time that day. "Soon, sweetie." "Very soon," Pumpkin replied, her voice tinged with both excitement and trepidation. As she sat down to rest, Pumpkin's thoughts drifted to her own childhood and the challenges she had faced growing up. She vowed to create a stable, loving environment for her children, free from the chaos that had marked her early years. Later that evening, Pumpkin felt the first contractions. They started as a dull ache, but quickly intensified. She called out to Josh, who immediately sprang into action, grabbing the hospital bag they had packed weeks earlier. "It's time," Pumpkin said, her voice a mix of urgency and calm. Josh scooped up Ella and hurried to the car, while Pumpkin followed as quickly as she could. The drive to the hospital was a blur of pain and anticipation. Josh held Pumpkin's hand, offering words of encouragement while keeping an eye on the road. Ella, sensing the gravity of the situation, was uncharacteristically quiet in the back seat. Upon arrival, the hospital staff quickly ushered Pumpkin into a delivery room. The bright lights and sterile environment were a stark contrast to the cozy ambience of home, but the presence of her family made her feel grounded and supported. As the hours passed, the pain of labor became more intense. Pumpkin focused on her breathing, drawing strength from Josh's unwavering support and the thought of holding her baby boy for the first time. In the early hours of the morning, after what felt like an eternity, Pumpkin finally heard the words she had been longing for. "One more push, Lauren. You're almost there." Summoning every ounce of strength, Pumpkin gave one last powerful push. A moment later, the room was filled with the sweet, unmistakable sound of a newborn's cry. "Congratulations, it's a boy," the doctor announced, placing the tiny, wriggling bundle in Pumpkin's arms. Tears of joy streamed down Pumpkin's face as she looked down at her son for the first time. He was perfect, with a head full of dark hair and big, curious eyes that seemed to take in the world around him. Josh leaned in, his own eyes misty with emotion. "Welcome to the world, little man," he whispered, kissing the baby's forehead. Ella, who had been waiting with a nurse just outside the room, was brought in to meet her baby brother. Her eyes widened in wonder as she gazed at the tiny person in her mother's arms. "Hi, baby brother," she said softly, reaching out to touch his little hand. Back home, Pumpkin and Josh decided it was time to share their joyous news with the world. They had always been open with their fans and followers, who had supported them through thick and thin. Pumpkin took to social media, posting a series of photos that captured the magic of their first moments with their son. The first photo showed Pumpkin in her hospital bed, cradling her newborn with a look of pure love on her face. Another photo featured Josh and Ella, both beaming with pride as they stood beside Pumpkin and the baby. The final photo was a close-up of the baby boy, swaddled in a soft blue blanket, his tiny hand clutching Pumpkin's finger. "Welcome to the world, Bentley James E. Ferd." The caption read, "Our hearts are so full. We are beyond blessed to have you in our lives." The response was overwhelming. Messages of congratulations and love poured in from fans, friends, and family. Even Mama June, who had been working hard to rebuild her relationship with her daughters, sent a heartfelt message. The first few weeks at home with Bentley were a whirlwind of sleepless nights, diaper changes, and feedings. Pumpkin and Josh quickly fell into a routine, each taking turns to ensure that Bentley's needs were met while also giving Ella the attention she needed. Pumpkin found herself cherishing the quiet moments in the early hours of the morning when the rest of the house was asleep. She would sit in the nursery, rocking Bentley gently and marveling at the tiny miracle in her arms. Ella, despite a few moments of jealousy, took on the role of big sister with surprising maturity. She loved helping with diaper changes and proudly showed off her baby brother to anyone who visited. As the weeks turned into months, the Efford household began to settle into a new normal. Bentley grew stronger and more alert each day, and his first smiles and coos brought immeasurable joy to the family. One sunny afternoon, Mama June came to visit. It was a significant moment for Pumpkin, who had struggled with her relationship with her mother for years. The bond between them had been strained by past actions and misunderstandings, but both women were committed to healing and moving forward. June entered the house cautiously, her eyes scanning the familiar surroundings. Pumpkin greeted her with a tentative smile. "Hi, Mama." June's eyes filled with tears as she saw Bentley for the first time. "He's beautiful, Pumpkin," she said softly, reaching out to gently touch his cheek. Pumpkin nodded, her own emotions bubbling to the surface. "Thank you, Mama." They sat together, talking quietly as Bentley slept in his crib. June shared stories of Pumpkin's own infancy, and they laughed and cried together, finding a new sense of understanding and connection. As Bentley grew, so did Pumpkin's desire to share their journey with their followers. She began documenting their lives through a series of blog posts and videos, offering a candid look at the ups and downs of motherhood. One post, titled "A Day in the Life with Bentley," quickly became a fan favorite. It showcased the Eford family's daily routine, from early morning feedings to bedtime stories with Ella. The authenticity and warmth of the content resonated with viewers.